What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Eric for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. And I saw your two video requests, and I'm going to do one of them today, the other one tomorrow. So one of your requests was, do I think the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers championship, do I think there was a fluke? Now, of course, in 2016, the Golden State Warriors went an NBA record 73-9 during the regular season, breaking the record established 20 years earlier by 1995-96 Bulls of 72 victories. Most people thought that team was destined to win the NBA championship. They had won it the year before. People forget that the year before they won 67 games. So they were a really, really good team, a great team. They went against the Cavaliers, and while some people gave the Cavaliers a fighting chance at the time, all of the odds makers, for the most part, most of them had the Cavaliers losing that series. I was one of the few people back then that predicted that the Cavaliers were going to win that series in 7. If you go back on my videos back to 2000 to June of 2016, maybe I think that's when the series started, you would have seen that I thought the Cavaliers were going to win that series in 7. But anyway, do I think that was a fluke that they won that series? Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, because of all of the fortuitous things that occurred that pretty much all went in the Cavaliers' favor. Number one, of course, was the Game 5 suspension of Draymond Green. Now, I don't think Draymond Green is a Hall of Famer when you look at the total body of his career. But when you look at how well he was playing basketball at that time, he was playing the best basketball of his NBA career at that exact moment. Remember in Game 7, he came out and had, 32 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists or something like that. That year, I think he shot 39% from downtown, which was an anomaly because pretty much for the rest of his career, he always shot around 29 or 30% from downtown. But that year, man, he was just clicking, man. He was playing very good basketball. He didn't play in Game 5. Remember, Game 5 was at home for the Warriors. The Warriors that year, I think they were like 38-3 or 39-2 at home. I mean, just historically great. I tend to think that with Draymond Green playing, they probably would have won Game 5 at home. All right. Secondly, remember Andrew Bogut suffered a season-ending injury. During that season, Andrew Bogut was very valuable for that team. He was probably the best center they ever had. Now, I know DeMarcus Cousins is a great center, but he wasn't the same player by the time he joined the Warriors. Bogut I take that back. Cousins was the most skilled center, but for what he brought to the table, Bogut was probably the best fit that they had. He was a great rim protector. He had he could score when need be, obviously. But also he was probably, along with Draymond Green, probably even a little bit better than him, their best screen setter, their best illegal screen setter, because that's all they were doing that whole year. But it is what it is, right? Also, I think what hurt the Warriors, was that for some reason after Game 4, Harrison Barnes forgot how to shoot the basketball. And I mean, he was missing wide open shots. Okay, wide open. It got to the point where the defenses weren't even concerned about him anymore. Like this is a guy that can shoot the basketball, but he choked. If you look at Game 7, Harrison Barnes, I forget the totals. Didn't he go like 0 for 5 or 0 for 7 from the floor or something like that? 0 for 9. It was something atrocious. But he forgot to shoot, and that was part of it. And then another thing is that the league MVP at that time, Steph Curry, was banged up. and he wasn't quite the same player. I think he had ankle issues as far as injuries concerned. I know we shouldn't use injuries as an excuse, but LeBron fans do it all the time, so we're going to do it here. And Steph Curry wasn't quite the same player that he had been during the regular season, and I think at the beginning of the playoffs before he got hurt. So all those things helped the Cavaliers and hurt the Warriors. Now, having said all of that, I also don't want to use the term fluke, but I hesitate to use the term fluke because then it insinuates that the Cavaliers had no chance at beating the mighty Warriors. And that's what LeBron fans love to do. They love to make excuses for LeBron's failures. They love to say, oh, well, this team was unbeatable. Michael Jordan never faced a team like that. That's why LeBron lost. Jordan would have lost too. They love to do that. And to that I say, well, remember the round before, the Thunder had a 3-1 lead over the Warriors in 2016. And then what was it, 2018, was it? In the conference finals, the Rockets should have beaten the Warriors, right? Even though they missed 27 3-pointers in a row, 27 at home. They still only lost by single digits. They should have beaten the Warriors. Remember, the 2018 Warriors had problems with the first-round Clipper squad. Didn't one of them games, Durant had to drop 50 for them to win? And that series went 6 games. So this so-called mighty Warriors team, who people say is unbeatable, for some reason their win totals kept going down, right? It went from 73-9 to I think 65-17 when Durant got there to what was it? I think afterwards. No, I think they went from 73-9 to 67-15 to what was it? I think Durant's second year they were like maybe 65-17, and then 58-24, 57-25. So for a team that's supposedly so unbeatable, their record was good, but not historic. If anything, in the weak-ass Eastern Conference, it's the Cavaliers that underperform. It's the Cavaliers. Look at them like, why is that Cavalier team not 70-12? Why are they not 69-13? Why are they only 50-32? Because LeBron James loves to stack the deck. And he likes to be in a position where he doesn't have any competition. I said in the community chat, I think yesterday, that LeBron James has the competitive spirit of Shaggy and Scooby. He don't want to compete. He's scared of that. But anyway, that's all I got to say about him. That's how I look at it. Tell me what you guys think.